All right, well, I've been tinkering for a little bit now with the different stabilizer options as far as positioning on this new Hoyt RX7 Ultra. And I'll tell you, the thing that got me thinking about it was I've been shooting the 6-inch bar in the lower position, right? The lower porthole, and everything's been feeling pretty good, but I come across my 12-inch bar, that I hunted with last year, and just out of curiosity, decided to pull the 6-inch out, put the 15 back in the normal stabilizer hole close to your hand, and it seemed like actually acquiring the target and the hold was a little bit more consistent for me as far as the timing and the rhythm again. And so then I start playing around, right? I put on the 10-inch front bar, the 12-inch, the 6-inch down in the lower hole, and put the Mantis on. And the funny thing is I don't know why. I don't know if it's the different insertion point on the bow, on the stabilizer hole, but because technically the further away from your hand, the leverage points the weight should leverage the setup a little bit more. So being further away from your hand on that lower hole, you would think in theory you don't need as long of a bar and as much weight, and possibly true. But what I'm starting to realize is the actual acquiring the target and the hold with the stabilizer bar in the normal setting with that 10 to 12-inch bar, it gives me a little bit better initial response as far as how I acquire the target. The funny thing is I'll try to overlay this on the screen here is on the Mantis. My first shot from a stability score anyway is a 93. The second one, which I went to the 6-inch bar, 93.7, very similar. The last one was a 91 with a 10-inch bar. However, when I look at the difference on the different, I'll see if I can overlay them like I said here, on the shot, 12-inch bar kind of coming in from the top right, coming down, get that, I have that side-to-side movement when I shoot, okay? Second shot, let's take a look at the second shot. Same thing, come down, a little bit inconsistent, maybe coming as I come off over and then I come back into the center. The shot broke in the center a little bit better, but you can see the setup part of it was off to the right more. It took me longer to acquire the target. Let's look at the last shot. It's the 10-inch bar. Again, off to the right, but I come onto the target so much quicker, dipped under a little bit, but the shot broke. So that being said, I guess I'm kind of getting confirmation here on the Mantis that the stabilizer in the standard position closer to your hand is giving me a better feel with acquiring the target, okay? Again, as it comes down and it stables more center. With the lower one, it feels like it takes me longer to acquire the target. So that it actually did, even though the stability score was a little bit off. I don't exactly know all the details on how they established the stability score, but on the setup, which was specifically what I'm looking at from a rhythm and a shot timing standpoint, is the 10 and the 12-inch bar. I'm coming onto the X right where I want to hold quicker, okay? More important for hunting. So, going to continue to tinker with these bars, but it was interesting to see that the confirmation, because like I said, as I've been playing, I've been shooting a lot indoors, 8-10 yards, right, in my garage primarily, and just trying different releases out again and playing with that. But Old Faithful just seems to be holding more consistent. My shots are breaking more consistent for me, so I'm still playing with that stabilizer to minimize variables as well. But it's just awesome that you have so many different options as well. Somebody may actually see the contrary, putting a shorter bar in that lower setting, and maybe they acquire the target quicker. So anyway, food for thought, something to think about, that at least for me right now, the stabilizers here closer to the hand, weight a little further away, like what is typical what I've shot in the past, is doing better than, and I don't know if it's giving me more leverage, inconsistencies because it's further away, and then the weight, anyway, interesting to play with that, play with the Mantis and get some confirmation there. I'm really liking that. Shout out to Cutter Stabilizers for supplying the bars. Colorado company, local guys here. Check them out, Cutter Stabilizers. I believe it's cutterstabilizers.com. So check them out. And thanks for checking the video out. Like I said, I'm just tinkering. I'm kind of messing with setups, especially with my particular RX7 Ultra. Again, 80-pound setup, 80% let off, and just seeing how it's different from my previous year's bows, my previous year's Hoyts. If you're enjoying the content, just do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that bell notification, comment below. Let me know if you're shooting a Hoyt primarily, if you've noticed any difference from the different insertion points from the stabilizers. If you're not, if you've played with other bars, maybe on a down angle, because that's another option that some people will put that quick disconnect on the front that gives you that 10-degree down offset. So changing the weight position on the front bar specifically, how is that for you to acquire your target? Anyway, thanks for watching the video. We're going to continue to work on the build. I've got the new ABB strings that I'm going to be putting on next, and essentially getting this bow dialed in and tuned for the way it's going to be at least through the first few months of the year and into turkey hunting. And we're going to continue with that on the channel. So hope you enjoy it. We'll see you guys soon. This show is brought to you by Maven Optics. Head over to mavenbuilt.com. Check out their full selection of gear and optics. And when you're getting ready to check out, make sure you enter the promo code ALPHAGIFT in full caps. Once again, that's ALPHAGIFT in full caps. And they're going to throw you in a free bonus gift with your next purchase of any set of optics. Now, back to the show.